Good day, folks. Welcome back to Ed's Garage. Today on this series of how-to videos, I'm going to show you how to check your radiator fluid, your coolant, to make sure that you've got enough to go on that long trip. All right, let's check it out. First thing we got to do is pop the hood. All right, when popping the hood, basically you're looking for a latch on the left side, usually under the dash somewhere around here. It'll have generally a picture of a car with its hood open. This one's right here. Sometimes you'll see it on the right-hand side, but very, very rarely. Next step is to open up the hood and place the prop up if you have one. Otherwise, this one is actually holding itself up. Now, on this particular vehicle, and most new vehicles, what you'll see is a spot where you've got a fluid reservoir and then your high pressure cap right here. Now, the fluid reservoir should be somewhere between low and full, and it should be clean fluid as well. So if you pop the cap off of this one, again, keeping in mind that if it's a high pressure reservoir, you don't want to open this up when the engine's hot. This is a low pressure reservoir. You can tell because it doesn't have any warning signs on the lid. If it's a high pressure reservoir, it'll have something like this on it. Do not open it up when the engine is hot. So if we have a look inside, fluid is nice and clean, so we don't need to worry about that portion, and it's at the right level. All right, and the next step is to check the fluid level right underneath the actual cap on the radiator. And I can't stress this enough, guys. Engine cold before you pop this cap off. If the engine has been run within the last hour, I wouldn't be popping that cap off. And even then, you might want to throw a rag over it just to be safe. Engine coolant gets really, really hot. It gets in excess of 100 degrees Celsius and will burn you instantaneously if it sprays out at you. So to pop this one off, push it down a little bit and turn it to the left. All right, and you can see just from the temperature out right now, it's about 30 degrees Celsius. It actually still sprayed a little bit out. These can be a bit of a pain to get out. There we go. And you notice fluid is right to the top, exactly where it needs to be. Engine coolant comes in several different types. You'll see orange, blue, red, green. There's a few different colors that you'll see in different vehicles, but it's important to make sure that if you're adding any fluid that you use exactly the same stuff. You don't want to be mixing different types of engine coolant together because they'll actually break each other's chemical bonds down and ruin that fluid. So you absolutely don't want to do that. The other thing to keep in mind is that it's generally mixed 50-50 with distilled water. Don't add regular water because the regular water has minerals in it that can actually leave deposits on the inside of the system. Also not a good thing. You want distilled water only. If your reservoir is below the low line, add some to the reservoir and then check the vehicle again in a couple of days once it's actually managed to make its way into the system. If it's low in the radiator itself, well, then you may have a leak or potentially even worse, a head gasket failure. That's some things to keep an eye on. So it's really important to check your fluid levels, especially if you're going for a long trip. Check out my other how-to videos on how to check your brake fluid and oil and your oil levels. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe and hit the bell icon for future videos as well. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.